Do you want to convert the tribal knowledge within your company into something that everyone can use as a Q&A source? Well, we can do this with OpenAI's Agent Builder, specifically the Internal Knowledge Assistant agent. In this video, that's what we're going to help you figure out how to set up. So let's jump straight into it. All right, so we always wind up in the agent space in the workflows if we have any set up. If not, but we're covering this template, right? So internal knowledge assistant. Let's jump into it. Okay, so we have a start node. This node is going to rewrite the query to be more specific to the knowledge base, the relevant knowledge base. And then it's going to classify this, determine whether it should be using Q&A or fact-finding and question, input, output. And then if it's none of those things, it's going to return else, right? So it's going to return agent and then ask you follow-up questions. If it is a fact-finding question determined to be, it's going to hit the internal-facing fact-finding tool. You can allocate the tools from that you've set up in OpenAI here, an MCP server, file search, function, custom, all these different things, right? So, and then the internal tool, we're going to actually give it a file search. This is a vector database on the back end, which reduces the complexity of RAG substantially and brings the barrier to set up a RAG pipeline down to nothing. Okay, so let's add the tool there. We'll say file search. And then we'll add in this file. This is a FlexRig file, so it is for the drilling rig. Let's go take a look at that. Let's get the fact sheet here. So this is going to be it, right? Flex 3, skid, walking, Arabia. These are all the different types of rigs that H&P has. Okay, so it's uploaded. We attach it. Now it's grounded in that vector store, okay? So let's go and try to spin this thing up and ask some questions. Now, there's a certain amount of tailoring you can add into the prompts that will enable you to ground this more in what your in-data sources are, meaning in the rewrite query, which we can close and look at, this is going to rewrite it, but we can add more context to it if we needed to sort of route it to the right agent node. Okay. Please give me drilling H and P drilling rig specs. Okay, now let's see if we get it to the classify node and if it routes us to Q&A or fact-finding. We'll see where it routes us. Okay, so it's going to route us to see the reasoning. I need output JSON. Okay. So it routed us to the fact-finding, right? Which it really needs to route us to the internal Q&A because that's what we set up. So we're going to kind of coax it into doing that and figure out the prompts together. Okay, so we had to do a few turns with it and with this agent to get it grounded in the internal Q&A. One specific thing that you need to do is when you create your vector stores, name it to whatever your knowledge source is going to be, and it helps nudge the agent in the correct path. One other thing that you can do is just delete the nodes and just have it straight across, which we'll cover in another video as a simple RAG pipeline. So if this video was helpful for you and you want to create knowledge bases on your internal documents for pumps, whatever, rigs, right? We have rigs here. Then please reach out to me. My name is Jeff Bernard with Solve Systems. I hope this video was helpful, and we look forward to talking to you in the future. Have a good one.